Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, I hate myself because I'm doing part 2 of ranking footballers' aura. Obviously, about a week back, I ranked Barcelona squad's aura. And I asked you guys in that video, I don't know why the fuck I asked, by the way. I'm such a moron sometimes. I asked you guys if you wanted to see a part 2, and some of you guys said no, but most of you guys said yes, and as you guys know, the majority always wins. I'm a man of the people, and I want to give you guys videos that you want to see. So today we're doing part 2 of ranking footballers' aura. Obviously, no, not just the Barca squad, just footballers in general. What is aura? Again, we have to define what aura is. It's a je ne sais quoi, guys. You really never know what aura is. You can look up a definition, but it's like looking at your credit score. Whenever you look up the definition of aura, it's like when you look at your credit score, it goes down. You have to know what it is. Like, you just have to know intuitively what aura is. So again, we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out today. We're gonna rank these players' auras. We have a lot of different players here. We have some retired players. We have some current players. I mean, we have Antony and Messi and Ronaldo on the same list. I should tell you all you need to know about this list. It's a mixed bag of everything. It's like a bowl of Halloween candy. You have everything here. Honestly, bro, we have a bunch of different players on here. We have 4 tiers like last time: transcendent, decent, negative, and aura vacuum. And yeah, man, we're going to talk about these guys, rank their aura. I don't know why I'm doing this again. I really don't know. But again, you guys seem to enjoy the video. And I actually really like making it. I hope in this video, I don't go on too many tangents. Because in that last video that I made ranking Barca players' auras, I just said things that I didn't really want to say. Because sometimes when I film these videos, I get into a groove and sometimes just talk too much and say things that I really that I shouldn't be saying. So again, hopefully it doesn't happen today. But again, we'll see at the end of the video how this goes. And yeah, man. Enough yapping. Let's just get this shit over with already. First up, we have Cole Palmer, who to me is instantly gonna go into the lowest tier, which is aura vacuum. He has no aura at all, man. He sucks the aura out of a room or out of a stadium. And again, we're not talking about them as football players because Cole Palmer is one of the most talented youngsters in the world right now. But when it comes to aura, he has none of it at all. He doesn't suit the part of a pro footballer. When I look at Cole Palmer, he doesn't look like a pro footballer to me. He looks like, you know what he looks like? He looks like a paper boy, like a local paper boy. You know those kids that ride the bicycles and throw the newspapers at the houses? You know, it's mostly here in the States. They deliver newspapers. That's what Cole Palmer, like, he should be doing. He should be delivering newspapers, not playing in front of 60,000 fans. Okay, that's just the fact of the matter. And I'm sorry, bro. And again, I don't want to flame the kid too much. The kid, he's probably the same age as me. I don't want to flame the dude too much, but I already started, so might as well keep going. He looks like a mouth breather. I think he breathes out of his mouth, which again, it's gonna decrease your aura massively. He's too stiff, bro. He is too stiff. Again, aura is that je ne sais quoi. And Cole Palmer, bro, he has that, how do you say it? He has that je ne sais nah. That was actually a shitty joke. That decreased my aura massively. If you cringe watching that, so just know I cringe saying that. My room just got sucked out of all the aura. And whatever aura my room had, it's all gone now after that joke. That was a terrible joke. I might be in aura vacuum with Cole Palmer as well. But yeah, man, enough about me. Let's talk about Cole Palmer a little bit more. Yeah, bro, he has no aura whatsoever. Zero aura at all. Again, his nickname is cool, Cole Palmer, but again, he doesn't suit that nickname. He doesn't suit it. And we saw the Euros promo video where he was like doing this. He looks so uncomfortable. I don't know, he just looks uncomfortable to me. And again, I'm flaming the guy a lot. But again, I mean, he's a multi-millionaire, bro. I'm sure he can handle it. I'm sure he gives a fuck about what I'm saying. He's probably, I don't know, he's probably partying in Ibiza right now, doing a bunch of cocaine and drinking beer and fucking some model from Ireland. And I'm here ranking aura, like I'm here doing aura videos in my room. So again, he's doing fine, okay? I promise you he's not going to watch this video. He's not going to get butthurt about it. But anyway, if he does watch this video, Cole, I'm sorry, bro. You have no aura at all. Again, you have money, so that probably makes up for it, but your aura is just not there. And yeah, man, maybe, I don't know, be a little bit more loose, bro. Like, I don't know, maybe do some drugs before going onto the pitch. Don't do any drugs before going onto the pitch. Again, maybe Cole Palmer when he's drunk, maybe he's a little bit more loose, he lets go a little bit more. But just as I've seen him, which I've obviously never seen him drunk, I've only seen him sober. At least I hope so. I hope he's not playing football drunk. Look at these tangents that I'm going on right now. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. But anyway, yeah, Cole Palmer, man, I'm sorry, no aura at all. The guy's just like, he's as stiff as a fire hydrant, honestly. Next up, we have Cristiano Ronaldo, or as I like to call him, Ronnie. And Ronnie, to me, look, present day Ronnie, like 2024 Ronnie, on the seer Ronnie, has zero aura in my opinion, and he actually probably has negative aura. But Ronaldo from like 06 up in his prime, I mean, this guy, transcendent aura. He probably has some of the highest and like most magnetic aura in the history, not just of football, but of sports. And this picture right here is one of the ultimate aura moments of all time. You're in the Camp Nou, in your biggest rival stadium, and you're hitting the calma, calma in front of their fans. I mean, bro, that takes balls, man. That takes balls to do that. And again, I think Ronaldo's aura was enhanced by the fact that he was such a fucking good player and he knew he was so good. Like, he knew on the pitch, none of these guys compared to me. And I think that obviously when you have that confidence, internal confidence about you, people kind of see it. And again, Ronaldo, man, I mean, this guy made a streamer rich beyond his wildest dreams because he said, "Su." Like, he has the most iconic celebrations, like celebrations, honestly, in the history of sports, not just football. See, like, everybody does it, bro. Little kids in like fucking random islands know the C. Everybody knows this guy. And again, he's super influential, and that plays into aura. How influential are you as a person? Ronaldo's one of the most influential people of his lifetime, man. Honestly, he is. I mean, this guy is extremely famous. Obviously, duh, he's Ronaldo. But I'm saying, like, bro, so there's a lot of famous people that have no aura at all. Like Kevin Durant in the NBA, he's super famous, he's super rich, he's super good. He has no aura. Ronaldo had that aura. You know, the C, the fucking this celebration. I mean, yeah. Again, I hate to admit it, but this guy had a lot. Like, he had immense amounts of aura in his prime. And again, I'm glazing Ronaldo right now. I don't know why, but again, this, like, I Show Speed is gonna retire generations of his family because he said "su" on a stream, and that's all because of Ronaldo, bro. He's become like the face of like football. I Show Speed has become the face of football. And again, I'm not flaming Speed because good for him. I mean, I'm happy that he's doing his thing and he's the most popular streamer in the world right now. But again, that doesn't happen if he doesn't just say Ronaldo's catchphrase. Just because he said Ronaldo's catchphrase, all these fans stormed him. They were like, "Oh, this guy likes Ronaldo. He likes like the celebration. Oh, we like him now." Again, that's immense levels of influence. So again, it might be weird for you guys to hear me glaze Ronaldo, but again, I'm not glazing the football player. I'm glazing the aura. And this guy, again, present day Ronaldo, no aura at all. I mean, the crying against Slovenia, negative aura points. Again, it's not because you're crying. It's because you're crying in the middle of a fucking game. Playing in the Saudi League decreases your aura, in my opinion. But again, in his prime, this picture right here, Noodle Hill Ronaldo, I mean, bro, he was just inevitable, man. I mean, massive levels of aura. Next up, we have Luuk de Jong, transcendent aura. It might be weird to see Ronaldo and Luuk de Jong on the same tier of anything, but he has transcendent aura. Luuk de Jong has a halo around him, bro. He really does. If Luuk de Jong walked into any strip club in the world, the strippers would pay him to sit down with him. They would pay him money to sit down with him, to just be in his presence. Glazing, but it's true, bro. It's true, bro. That, oh my god, bro, my aura. I'm not deleting this, by the way. You know what aura is? It's when you know what increases your aura? When you fuck up, but you leave it in the video. And that's me, bro. My voice just cracks so much that normally that would decrease my aura massively. But because I left it in the video, it actually increases my aura points. So I'm back. I'm out of aura dead. So I'm back. I have positive aura once again after that shitty Cole Palmer joke. But yeah, man, to me, Luuk de Jong, again, he's a guy who, he just exudes that, he has that confidence about him, bro. As a Barca fan, and Barca fans know this, when he first came into Barca, we hated him. But his aura won us over. Again, he won us over with his aura. And when this guy walked into the pitch, you just knew something was about to happen. Most of the time, it was good. When he walked into the pitch, Jordi Alba all of a sudden thought, you know what? I can send in crosses that are perfect. Why can't I always send in these perfect crosses when Luuk de Jong is at the end of them? Why? You know what I mean? Like, it's like all these players just started playing better once they saw Luuk de Jong, this big-ass fucking Dutchman, walk onto the pitch. My god, bro, like aura for days. Aura for days. And the Dutch are not really known for having that insane amount of aura, except for Cruyff. Actually, no, I take that back. The Dutch actually have a lot of aura. Ruud Gullit, Edgar Davids, those guys had a lot of aura. Even Van Basten had a lot of aura. Robin in his day had aura. Van Persie, not so much, but a little bit. Like the Dutch have, like, I take that back. The Dutch do have a good amount of aura in their genes. But again, Luuk de Jong for me, transcendent aura. Again, I can't explain it, bro. It's if you know, you know. And actually, I'm gonna lose some aura points because I'm checking what the definition of aura in Urban Dictionary. But I'm gonna read this definition out to you guys, and you tell me if this doesn't perfectly encapsulate what Luuk de Jong is. Swagger aura. When a person of unquestionable confidence and general freshness, again, we're off to a good start, is clearly demonstrating an untouchable force that can only be seen/heard and never approached. Come on, man. I mean, do we understand? Did we comprehend what I just read? Again, maybe not because I stuttered a little bit while I read it, and maybe you guys didn't understand it. But again, just look it up on Urban Dictionary. Luuk de Jong has that aura, man. Let's just move on. Next up, we have Karim Benzema. If I was talking about Benzema the person, he would be in aura vacuum, and honestly, he should be in aura jail. Because this guy is again, we all know the story about Benzema 15, and I don't want to make jokes about that because it is really concerning, and I don't want to talk about that. But again, I want to make this video more lighthearted and fun, so we're going to talk about this version of Benzema, because Benzema as a whole, I never thought he had that aura throughout his career. Again, like Benzema was a guy that, yeah, he was a good player, but he never really had that aura because I think Ronaldo sucked in more. Like Ronaldo and another guy here that we're going to see very shortly on this list had most of the aura on those Madrid teams. You guys can probably guess who that is by looking at the screen right now. But I never thought Benzema had that in him. But this version of Benzema, 2022 UCL Benzema, transcendent aura. The fucking, I mean, the wrist wraps, the captain armband, I mean, he had transcendent levels of aura, bro. That's some of the highest aura I've ever felt watching a football player. Honestly, it is. Some of the highest I've ever felt. So for me, he's going to go into transcendent. Again, Benzema, the person as a whole, I don't want to talk about that because it is kind of concerning. But Benzema, like this version of him, oh my God, bro. Every time this guy was on the pitch, he just was going to make something happen. And you just had, like, even me, bro, as a Barca fan, watching Madrid throughout that whole UCL run and rooting against them, I just knew, I was like, this guy, bro. I could tell when he was going to come on to, like, this guy, here's the levels of aura that Karim Benzema had in that UCL campaign. I'll tell you guys this right now. 2022 UCL semifinal, Man City versus Real Madrid, first leg at the Etihad. Real Madrid are down 4-2 in that game. They get a penalty in that game after, I think it was a Laporte handball, right? Benzema scores a Panenka penalty. Again, you're down 2 goals. He scores a Panenka penalty to make the game 4-3. They're still down on aggregate, by the way. They're down 1 goal on aggregate. You need 2 goals to go through. Because you need, obviously, like, to go through, like, you need a tie and then you need 1 more goal to go through. Benzema, he Panenkas it, and then he celebrates like he just scored the winner. If you guys go see that clip, he's literally celebrating. Like usually when you're still down a goal, you take the ball and you put it on in the center circle so you can actually progress the game and you can see if you can get another goal and actually equalize the game. Benzema was like, nah, fuck that. I'm celebrating because I know we're gonna get these fuckers in the next leg. How the fuck does that happen? How the fuck does that happen? Again, that to me just showcased a different level of aura, man. So for me, Benzema, again, this version of him is gonna go into transcendent, but Benzema all time, oh my God, bro. Like, let's not even talk about it. Next up, we have Phil Foden, who to me is gonna go into negative. Maybe it's something in the water in the UK, but a lot of these English players have no aura whatsoever, and Phil Foden to me just has no aura at all. Just like zero aura. There's nothing about this guy that inspires people. Like honestly, nothing at all. I'm sorry, bro. Phil Foden, his son, whatever his name is, I think it's Ronnie. I think he was like a meme back in the day, like when they won the UCL. Everybody loved his son. His son has massive levels of aura, but unfortunately, he did not inherit that from his dad. That sounds really, really mean, but he didn't inherit that. He didn't inherit that from his dad. For me, Phil Foden has negative aura. I don't know. Maybe it's like, I don't know. The face, just kind of the haircut. Maybe it's what it is. He just, again, when I look at Phil Foden, doesn't really look like a pro footballer to me, and I think that plays into your aura. Do you look the part? And I don't think Phil Foden a lot of times looks the part. So for me, he's going to go into negative aura. Again, I don't have much to say about Foden. I just know aura when I see it, when I feel it. And when I watch Phil Foden, no aura is transmitted through the screen. You know what I mean? I feel the same as I did before I watched him play. So for me, Phil Foden is going to go into negative aura. I'm sorry. He's not going to go into aura vacuum because he's not on the same tier as Cole Palmer, because Cole Palmer is a different level of vacuum of aura. But he is going to go into negative 100%. Next up, we have Thomas Muller. You could say I'm salty because I'm a Barca fan. He's going to go into negative for me. Thomas Muller has no aura at all. None at all. Honestly, bro. Like zero aura. Name me like 5 memorable Thomas Muller moments that are not against Barcelona. Honestly, name me 5. You have none. And this guy, bro, again, like Cole Palmer, he's not going to go into aura vacuum because he does have a little bit of like, you know, he kind of has like, not an it factor about him, but he has something about him that just I can't put him in as a vacuum because, again, that's the worst thing you can be called. An aura vacuum literally means you suck the aura out of a room. Again, Muller doesn't suck the aura out of a room, but again, he doesn't add any aura to the room, if that makes sense. And for me, when I look at Thomas Muller, I look at his celebrations, right? And me as a Barca fan, I've watched him celebrate a lot. Trust me, a lot of times. He's scored a lot of goals against my team. And he's just always like, he's standing in place, he's yelling, that's like his trademark celebration. You know, he's like, no, bro, no. I mean, you got it, like, it's a no for me, man. It is a no for me. Again, a lot of these things, guys, it's just, you can't explain it, man. It's like you just can't explain what it is. He's just a guy who's just kind of there. You know, he's around. You see him on the Bayern team. You know, he's there. He's smiling from time to time. You know, he makes jokes about the UCL, about Arsenal, about Lewandowski. You know, that Lewandowski goal. That Lewandowski goal that flopped. I think that was at the Euros or the World Cup. That joke completely flopped. You know what I mean? A lot of my jokes flopped too. But again, I'm not saying them in front of an audience, and I don't have the viewership that Thomas Muller has, so it doesn't really decrease my aura. And again, for me, Thomas Muller is just gonna go into negative, man. I'm sorry, Thomas. But yeah, I don't feel bad about it at all. You're going to go into negative aura 100%. Next up, we have Gerard Piqué. Aura vacuum. Aura vacuum. And it hurts me because he's a Barca legend and I love Piqué. I really do. You can't cheat on your wife like that publicly and have any type of aura. And then she makes a song about you. She makes a song about you, and it goes like platinum. No, those selfies that he was posting on his Instagram, remember he went like a month posting or more than that, posting a selfie every single day. This is straight up like fucking selfie. Look, man, I'm going to tell you guys this right now. Maybe this is a hot take, and a lot of people might disagree with this. As a man, don't be taking that many selfies. Again, I'm sorry. I don't want to sound like an Andrew Tate wannabe because, again, I don't like that whole red pill stuff. But again, just tone it down with the selfies. That selfies, like, girls are cool. Like, they can take selfies. But if you're always taking selfies and you're a dude, like, that decreases your aura, in my opinion. Again, if you're posting them, if you want to keep them in your camera roll, that's still like a little bit questionable, but still you can have them in there because it's your camera and it's whatever you want to do with your life, okay? But if you're just posting selfies all the time, come on, bro. Like, no, let's not be doing that. And also the whole Sequeira thing where he was like trying to like be this like prophet and saying that Neymar was gonna stay at Barca, and then it turns out that Neymar was not gonna stay at Barca at all, and he left and he was announced to go to PSG the next day. Like all those things, cheating on your wife, and then she makes a song about you cheating on her, and it goes platinum. The selfies, come on, bro, tone it down. You're a grown man, especially like if you're in your teens. I get it, but you want to take selfies, you want to send them to your girlfriend or your crush or roster, whatever the fuck you have. That's cool. Once you get past a certain age, selfies should no longer be something that you partake in as a man. Again, or even as a woman. I don't want to make this a gender thing. As a person. But again, the whole Sequeira thing, it's a no for me, man. It is a no for me. Pique's going to go into aura vacuum. I'm sorry. And also, he just never had, like, when I watched Pique, bro, at Barca, there were so many times where he got fucking, like, spun around and memed. And, you know, for me, it's just, like, the bald head. Remember when he shaved his head? Again, I think that was in solidarity maybe for Tito Vilanova, which is also a really sweet gesture. But again, he always had his shirt tucked in. He always looked really. He never looked like his face fit his body, in my opinion. Like Piqué for some reason. So again, for me, the aura is just not going to be there. I think Piqué is honestly an aura vacuum. I think he has less aura than Phil Foden, which is crazy. And again, I love the guy because he's a Barca legend. But when it comes to aura, none at all. He has nothing. He sucks the aura out of a room. Next up, we have Marcelo. Jesus, man, aura for days. Like I said, in those Madrid teams, that left hand side was full of aura, man. Ronaldo and Marcelo. Marcelo is. Like, he's just that guy that's cool, bro. You know when you pull up to a party and there's that one guy that's just cool? You know, he always has gum on him. He's doing some cool party trick. He's fucking good at beer pong. You know what I mean? Like, there's always that guy. You know what I mean? Like, everybody, like, there's always that one guy in the friend group that's kind of good at everything. I feel like Marcelo is that guy, bro. Marcelo is that guy who's just good at everything. And you could tell that on the pitch. I mean, this guy was, remember that touch he had against Bayern Munich? Where, like, it was like a long pass in the Allianz Arena. I think that was in 2017 or 2018, if I'm not mistaken. Where he just kind of brought it down calmly. And he was just like, you know what? This is what I do. I'm Marcelo. This is what I do. I mean, the levels of aura that this guy has and had and has are just immense, man. Immense levels of aura for Marcelo. For me, I mean, some of the highest aura I've ever experienced as a football fan was watching Marcelo play. And this is how much aura Marcelo has. I'm a Barca fan. I actually really like Marcelo. Really, really liked them. I was happy when they won the UCL in 2022. Not because they won it, but because I got to see Marcelo lift the trophy, and I was happy for him. I was happy when they won the Copa Libertadores a year back in Brazil with Fluminense. I was happy for Marcelo because, again, aura is that magnetic energy, and I think Marcelo has that, bro, and he showcases. So for me, he's going to go into transcendent. Again, a lot of Madrid players on here, they got some aura, man. I'm not going to lie, they got some aura. I can't be biased. Next up, we have Erling Haaland, who to me is going to go into decent. I really don't know how to explain it, but I feel like Haaland, again, when I watch him, I don't feel like he has negative aura. I don't think he's an aura vacuum. But I don't think he's that type of player where you can think back on Erling Haaland and be like, you know what? Like, when you think about Erling Haaland, you don't think about aura, but you also don't think of a guy who's just like an aura, like who's a charisma black hole, if that makes sense. Again, I'm not going to spend too much time on Haaland because I really don't know how to explain it. I've been waxing poetic about most of these guys and why I think they have the type of aura that I'm ranking, like why they're in the tier that they're in. I don't have that for Haaland, but again, I just know that when I watch Haaland play, he seems like a guy who's very confident in himself, but again, sometimes he's too stiff. And again, I think it helped, like, if Haaland was more like a silky player, you know, if he was like, if his play style was more of like a Hazard or a Neymar, like where he's like a great dribbler and, you know, he wasn't nearly as tall maybe, like he was just more like a smaller guy who could just kind of weave in and out of people and he had that same face, I feel like that would increase his aura a lot. But because he's so fucking big and so stiff, man, I feel like, again, usually being tall increases your aura, you know what I mean? Like, that's usually how it goes. But for him, I feel like it kind of goes against him. So I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but it makes sense to me. And again, it's me doing the tier list. So if it doesn't make sense to you, then I'm sorry. But yeah, Haaland to me is gonna go into decent aura again. Don't know how to explain it, but if you know, you know. It's just if you know, you know. Next up, we have Harry Kane. Again, it's probably something in the water in the UK they gotta fix. But he's gonna go into aura vacuum for me. Aura vacuum Harry Kane. This guy, I've never watched a Harry Kane interview. This is the best way I can explain it. I never watched an interview with Harry Kane and thought, you know what, I want to hear more from this guy. Honestly, bro. I never once thought that in my life. And that to me is the best way to describe it. I like Harry Kane is just a guy who he's a great player, but he just doesn't have that. He doesn't have that it factor. You know, that celebration that he does, it's so fucking annoying. I hate his celebration. I don't like it at all. And he looks annoying doing it. I'm sorry, bro. It's just that's what happens when someone doesn't have any aura. Everything they do annoys you. Look how I'm sitting right now. It's like I'm talking, like I'm really passionate about this, bro. Everything they do annoys you, and that's my thing with Harry Kane. Everything this fucking guy does annoys me, and again, that to me is what is a sign of having no aura as a person. I'm sorry, this guy has never made anybody laugh. He couldn't make anybody laugh. If Harry Kane was a clown, everybody would walk out of the circus. Because he couldn't make them laugh. He just could not make them laugh. So Harry Kane, I'm sorry, bro. What is that thing that I said about, what did I say about, who did I say? I said it about Ter Stegen, I think. I said if this guy walked into a brothel, he would get if this guy walked into a brothel, he would get friend zoned by every hooker in there. That's Harry Kane, bro. Obviously, you know, I like to play chess and I like to eat ice cream and mashed potatoes. You know, Harry Kane looks like his dinner consists of bland mashed potatoes and probably like three air fried chicken nuggets. That's what it is. And again, for some people that's great, but no, that's a low aura. That's low aura meal. So for me, Harry Kane, I'm sorry, he's gonna go into aura vacuum. I flamed him a lot. I feel bad now, but again, he's rich. He'll get over it. Next up, we have Mohamed Salah, who to me is gonna go into negative. I feel like Mo Salah at Roma and his first few seasons at Liverpool, first 2 or 3 seasons, 2.5 seasons at Liverpool, he had immense aura. He would have been indecent or even maybe even transcendent aura because he had those levels of aura. I mean, this guy came into the Prem and took it by storm. You know, that celebration. But then I feel like as the years have progressed with Mo Salah, his aura has decreased. If that makes sense. Again, that may not make sense to you guys, but I think that it's going to make sense to a lot of you guys. Again, for me, Mo Salah just doesn't have that. He's a great player, bro. But does Mo Salah influence the masses, you know? Do people look at Mo Salah and think, I want to play like Mo Salah? I watch Mo Salah play, and now I want to be a pro footballer, you know? Probably not. So for me, again, I think Mo Salah is a fantastic player, but when it comes to aura, he's just not in the department. He's not in the same category as Ronaldo or Luuk de Jong, man. I mean, look at Luuk de Jong, bro. So inspirational. In the same tier as Ronaldo, Benzema, and Marcelo. And then we have Mo Salah. Again, it's not about how good they are at football, but because Luuk de Jong would be probably on the bottom tier. But again, when it comes to aura, Mo Salah has. I'm sorry, bro. He has no aura at all. I'm sorry. He has aura, but just he's not an aura vacuum. He has negative aura, I should say. And again, for me, it's gonna be a no. Next up, we have Kylian Mbappe. It's between the first 2 tiers, transcendent or decent. Has Mbappe done enough to be considered to have transcendent aura? I don't think so, bro. And you know what? Here's what I'm going to tell you guys. There's one moment, like I said, one moment can ruin your aura. In the Euros, I don't know if you guys remember this, Kylian Mbappe, they showed a close-up of him, and he was trying to spit saliva. He was trying to like spit out of his mouth. And usually when players do that, it just kind of goes out, like, you know, poo, and then it's just like, it's normal spit. This guy had the spit drooling out of his, like it was drooling down like from his face. You know what I mean? Like, that's just, that decreases your aura massively, bro. It's like when you sneeze and snot comes out. If you spit and it's like dribbling down your chin, which I saw Mbappe, like that happen. If you watch the Euro coverage, you know it happened. I'm not making this shit up. It happened 100%. I think it was in the game against Portugal or maybe against Spain. One of the last 2 games that France played. That to me is going to decrease your aura. And again, playing at PSG, I mean, now at Madrid, his aura is probably going to go up because obviously he's going to have a lot more, like doing this celebration against fucking, against Bordeaux. Actually, they're not going to continue as a team anyway. But against, like Stade Rennais or something in Ligue 1, it's just not as cool, man. It's just not as cool. And again, now that he moved to a bigger league, maybe that'll increase his aura. And again, Mbappe is a very influential player, probably the best, well, not probably, to me he's the best player in the world right now. He has some cool celebrations, you know, he has the whole Ninja Turtle thing going on. But again, he doesn't have transcendent levels of aura in my opinion. He just doesn't have it yet. Again, maybe he will have it, but right now he has no aura. He just has decent aura to me, I should say. Sorry, not no aura. He definitely has aura, but just not the highest levels of aura. Next up, we have Antony. Look at this picture, bro. Look at this picture. This guy was a meme on TikTok for a good 2 months because of this moment. Antony is a scum of a human being. Obviously, we all know the accusations against him and what happened with his significant other, if I'm not mistaken, you know, his girlfriend or whatever it is. He's an aura vacuum to me. And again, apart from that, like if you want to separate that, like we did with Benzema, Antony has no aura at all, man. How do you go for 100 million and don't have a single significant moment or a single memorable moment at your club? You know how crazy that is? The manager backs you and you keep letting him down, and then you do shit like this when you're about to go into a game and you look like fucking Sonic, bro. What are you doing? What is this eyebrow thing? Like, you're not gonna change the game, buddy. You're literally gonna do nothing. You're gonna come on, take a touch, pass it back, and then make a stupid run, and you're not gonna get the ball. Again, I don't feel bad talking about Antony because we do know that this guy's kind of a scummy human being. So for me, he's gonna go into aura vacuum. Absolutely no aura at all. And again, Fucking little kids on TikTok were making memes, were making videos memeing this guy, bro. Un video más, mi gente. You know that fucking sound of that Dominican dude, bro? That sound is fucking hilarious. That guy has aura. That un video más, mi gente, that guy, pa perder el tiempo, he's fucking funny as shit. He has a lot of aura, you know, but Antony has no aura at all. So again, for me, he's gonna go into aura vacuum. I'm sorry, man. This guy's just, he like, no aura at all. Absolutely zero aura. You guys know that already. Next up, we have Virgil van Dijk, transcendent aura. Transcendent aura for Van Dijk. First of all, having the name Virgil, it's pretty fucking dope, man. That name is sick. You know, a name can increase your aura. Virgil is a sick name. If you have the name Virgil, you're a lucky person. And again, that name is sick. Also, Van Dijk, we all know that moment where Kepa is like in the Carabao Cup final, where Kepa's like shading him to go left. He's literally like right next to the post, and Van Dijk still shoots it left and then stares Kepa down. Just like a moment can decrease your aura massively. I don't need to see anything else from Virgil van Dijk. That moment increases aura exponentially, bro. And he already had high aura before that. But after seeing that, I mean, this guy, when he fucking body checked Leandro Paredes in the World Cup, bro. When he body checked this fucking guy, I mean, just made him look like a little kid. Just came up to him, boom, just like, didn't even push him or anything. Just his bare chest, bam. Come on, bro. Come on. It's like Bear Grylls type of thing. This guy, man. If Virgil van Dijk was stuck on a desert island, he would survive. I don't know how, but he would survive. He would use his chest hair to make a fire somehow. I don't know how he's gonna do it, but he would do that, and then he would catch a fish. Now I'm just glazing. Now I'm just like now I sound like I'm in love with the guy, like homosexually. I'm not, I promise you. But I'm just saying, like, this is the amount of levels of aura that I can see from Virgil van Dijk. So for me, he's gonna go into transcendent 100%. Next up, we have Lionel Messi. Like Ronaldo, prime Messi had immense levels of aura. And he doesn't have the influence that Ronaldo had when it comes to like celebrations and all that stuff. But Messi in his prime, again, current Messi with the whole Bad Boys thing, you know, that commercial they did for like the movie with Will Smith and that other guy, I forgot his name. But again, Messi in his prime, this picture right here, this, we're going to put him in transcendent, of course. There's no way Messi's not going to go in transcendent. This picture right here is a UCL final in 2011 in Wembley. You're about to play Man United, and you're sitting on the fucking ball, like what, 10 minutes before kickoff, not even warming up. Messi in 2011 had the highest levels of aura. You know, walking off the pitch in the Camp Nou after getting fouled by Sergio Ramos and staring at Ronaldo and then staring at the 5-0. That goal against Real Madrid in the Bernabeu in the UCL semifinal, the game before this one, 2 games before this one, taking on the whole team. The goal that he scored against, you know, Man United in Rome, where like he scored that header in the final, and then he had his boot. He was holding his boot. 2015 Messi with no beard. Oh my God, bro. 2019 Messi. Oh, there's so many levels. There's so many versions of Messi that have insane amounts of aura. But for me, the most aura Messi ever had was in this season right here, 2011 for me. Maybe you can even throw in 2015 if you want to as well. But 2011 Messi just had aura like I've never felt before. It was honestly like, again, I got an aura boner watching him play. So for me, 100% Messi's going to go into transcendent. Again, current Messi, he's older, doesn't really have that aura about him. He's a dad now. It's kind of harder to have high aura when you're a dad. But Messi in this time, my God, bro. Insane. Next up, we have Thierry Henry. Bro, transcendent. He's going to go at the top of the list for me. More than Ronaldo, more than Messi. Henry's prime, bro, this guy was as cool a footballer as you will ever find. Like, do you guys remember that clip of him at the Bernabeu? Where, like, he's trying to, like, kill time and he goes to the corner flag. And then he's just, like, they take the ball away. He's like, he's going like that, you know, his face like that. When he little broed Ronaldo, remember when he little broed Ronaldo and like hit him in the back of the head? When he was at Arsenal, Ronaldo was obviously at Man United. Going back to Arsenal and scoring that goal. You remember when he scored that goal when he went back to the Emirates back in like 2012? At Barca, man. That game against Real Madrid, the 6-2 where he scored 2 goals, I'm pretty sure. 2 bangers, by the way. My God, bro. Henry in his prime had so much aura. Probably the coolest footballer of all time. Even now on CBS, this guy's fucking, like, he's saucing up the lady. I forget what her name is. But he's saucing her up. You know, this guy, I mean, look, it works, man. It works. It works. Henry has aura, man. Henry has 100% aura. And for me, he's going to go into transcendent. But you guys knew that already. I mean, this guy's known for his aura. I mean, more than a footballer, I think Henry's known for his aura. And again, that's crazy because he was one of the best football players of all time. But when you're known for your aura more than you are for something that you were amazing at, like he was at football, that should tell you. I mean, it's just, it's aura through the roof, man. Insane. And finally, we have Jude Bellingham. Am I going to sound like a hater with this? I'm going to put him in decent. Look, bro, Jude Bellingham, obviously, he has the look, man, okay? I'm not going to, like, he obviously has the look. great looking kid. You know, he's on top of the world. He makes a fuck ton of money. He's probably, like I said, I think he's dating some model. Again, his life is going great. The thing with Jude Bellingham is it comes across as too forced sometimes, man. And the thing with being cool and aura is that it has to come natural. It's just like people feel it off you. And again, Jude Bellingham, look, I'll tell you this. In the El Clásico this year in Montjuic, levels of aura through the roof. Through the fucking roof, bro. When I saw Jude Bellingham and he scored those 2 goals, I was like, holy fuck, man. This guy's really, like, his aura is on another, he's on a different, like, level of aura than every other player on the pitch. But the more that I saw Jude Bellingham, the more that I watched him at this Euro, it just feels like sometimes he's trying too hard. And again, it's not too much that he deserves to be negative or aura vacuum, but for me, he just tries too hard sometimes. And again, the thing with aura is that it's got to be natural. You can't have PR backing your aura. It's got to be something that comes from you. And again, for me, Bellingham just doesn't have that. So for that reason, he's going to go into decent because, again, he has the aura. He just tries too hard sometimes to showcase, and that to me is obviously going to decrease your aura. But yeah, man, that video was actually a lot more fun than I thought. I hope you guys enjoyed it, man. A lot of you guys probably didn't like it at all, but I actually kind of enjoyed making it. And again, it's the off season. It's the only time that I'm going to make videos like this because once the season starts, I'm sorry. Like, if you love this videos, I'm sorry. You will not see videos like this. You will not see videos like this. Once the season starts, we're purely talking about football and Barcelona and all that stuff because that's obviously something that I like more than this. I just enjoy talking about football, actual football, more than I like talking about aura and aura boners, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense, and I think that's understandable. But yeah, man, if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know in the comment section down below. Maybe I'll do one more. I don't know if I'll do one more. I think I'm kind of pushing it already, but maybe I'll do one more before the season starts if you guys really want to see it. But yeah, man, I love every single one of you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace out.